Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, it is time. Welcome to the brand new Femboi Feast. It is a new kitchen, a new layout. Tonight, due to your wonderful generosity, we are making risotto, which is always fun, and just a fancy rice dish. No, it would be totally fine. You know what? We'll give you the intros early. After this, we will be playing some video games. And hey, if you support the channel with bits or with gifted subs or anything from the Throne wish list, make sure to get your cooking votes in there. All of these will be available on YouTube once I get them up there. What? Who dares interrupt me? Ow. I'm going to put the recipe in Discord that I'm going to work on tonight as well. If you're a tea drinker like me, it is Pride Month. You are obligated to buy tea that I put together with our friends over at Adagio, proceeds benefiting the Trevor Project. Speaking of the Trevor Project, my wife is a very talented individual. She crochets and makes ethically sourced bone jewelry. She has a wonderful Pride lineup. Cute little flowers with a large portion of the proceeds going to the Trevor Project. Last but not least, you want to show your appreciation. You want to help out the stream. You want to get yourself some extra cooking votes. Check out the Throne wish list. And without further ado, it's going to be a longer walk this time, because I got to get down those stairs. Let's cook. It's time for Femboi Feast. Bubba, are you okay? I hear clanking. Okay. I fixed it, and the answer was I'm an idiot, and I did the correct thing and checked what normally is the cause for stuff like that, and not the I'm an idiot cause. All right. Welcome in, friends, to the new kitchen. We are stationed in the heart of Philadelphia these days. I left my hecking glass upstairs. But welcome to Femboi Feast. It's a lot different than it looked last time. So, tonight, we're going to be making some chicken mushroom risotto. The recipe is in the Discord. I'll pull it up in a second. So, risotto is a rice dish, but it's one of those things where technically, you should be using something like arborio rice, very, very specific. But you also can use other things, realistically. It's more of like a broken grain, kind of, almost like a porridge, really. So, I'll be honest. This shit's expensive. This was $9 for 2 pounds of rice. You can use something like orzo. Orzo is a pasta you can get like a box that's this size for about, I think like $1.50 really. It's the same shape. Once it's cooked, it'll have a very similar texture, so you don't have to worry about it. All right, so let's dive into it. I have our ingredients here tonight. We have some, and I have decided to bring the kind of hand ham that we were using. I haven't physically attached it to the cart permanently, but we have some arborio rice. I grabbed 2 things of chicken stock just in case. I didn't want to put chicken in this. We'll just leave it quote-unquote vegetarian. And we have a gourmet mushroom blend. These are actually from like right down the road. These are baby bella, shiitake, yellow oyster, and I think that's it. That was the best thing I could find without going to H Mart today. So, we have that, and that's like pretty much all we need. Let me pull this recipe up. No, Twitch, I'm not going to San Diego. Absolutely not. All right. Yeah, I got super dressed up for this one. Okay, let me slam this over here, and then I will just leave this there. Okay, so this should be off. This sounds really good too, because I don't know if I can show this. Let's use this camera. So basically I just have the wires set down. It is a little bit crazy, but it works. I did have the wireless mic kind of like hanging over the side of the stairs, but it's just not necessary. So yeah, I knew this wireless microphone wasn't shit. I just knew my apartment was. That camera's frozen. Okay, yes it is. I will go restart that one. Alright, while I go restart that, I will let y'all decide. Do we want to do this in a Dutch oven, or do we want to do this in a deep skillet? That is going to be camera 3. Camera 3, reactivate. Fidge! Alright. Yeah, I think you're right, Fantar. Yeah, the C920 is like it's a good catch-all, is how I would describe it, but it's not really great at everything. So, I should be able to pick that up. No one will be able to see the details on this. Hey, there we go. Alright, but yeah, I had to feed the wires up through there, but we should be good to go. Alright, so we doing Dutch oven, deep skillet. Because I actually have both. It's not really going to change much of anything, but hey, it's just a Toyster's pick, I guess. Yeah, they'll do that. They're very particular about which USB port they get plugged into as well. They like being put in the same one every time. Alright, chat has not said anything. We're just gonna do this in a deep skillet then. That was cute. Right. Sure, this baddie is nice and clean. But yeah, there's so much room in this kitchen. It makes me a very, very happy boy. I'm like the world's happiest house husband right now. This should be deep enough for all of our needs. These are already sliced up and cleaned mushrooms, so I don't really feel the need to like do anything extra. I don't need fast boil, but let's at least get it on this side, and we'll go for a nice medium. Yeah? That, Instapot? We have that out, it's just, I'm not doing it in an Instant Pot. I'm also doing this without wine either. You're not gonna miss much. Okay, cool. So this is like real straightforward. Yeah, exactly. Like that's what the Instapot's great for. Oh yeah, I don't think y'all can see my fridge. Huh. All right. The good thing is this camera is like no longer, oh god, it's got to be super static in where it's positioned. Um, Perfect. So mushrooms. I need some garlic. Got some onions. And this is dry. I just want to get a little bit of heat to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take most of these mushrooms and basically just, how do we want to half and half these? You know what? No, they're all going to go in. That is Japanese knife oil. That is not what I want. Okay, cool. I'm just like double checking things. The kitchen is set up in a very, very useful and practical way. I'm just forgetting where I put my very large container of oil. Silly name. You know what? No, I didn't. I just walked by it twice. Okay, cool. So, you can use olive oil if you really want to be a purist about it. I just am not. So, a little bit of oil in the pan here. Is main cam frozen? Probably. Okay, I have disconnected it and reconnected it down on my end. I will do the same upstairs. Okay, you know, it's a first cooking stream in a new place. The other thing is a hell of a power draw. Okay, I will be coming back down the stairs. I should do the smart thing of like moving something very obvious in the frame so I don't have to do the upstairs downstairs dance. But hey, there's my hand. No, there's not my hand. Okay. That's cool. Mother of all fuckers. Okay. Done a full reset. Let's... Okay. Okay, there's a pan now. That's a good sign. Yeah, listen, it's probably teething pains, and OBS isn't happy that I've turned everything on and off about 5 times. So, to get these mushrooms ready, what you're going to want to do is get this oil at least warm. And then I'm just going to pop these open. And they're just going to go in the pan. You want to make... Oh, God, I'm going to have to trim... some of these, I think. And you don't want to move these around too much. Like, once they start getting heated, you just want to kind of let them do their thing. I'm just going to leave them pretty big, but this yellow oyster mushroom, bit of a cluster, like legitimately. So, you should be able to see what we have down here on the hand cam at least, right? Right? Is this one still working? Because I just stepped on the cord. Excellent. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim the mushrooms. Because there's just like this huge stalk attached to it. Like, who wants that, right? Okay. So, with mushrooms, you basically just want to cook them down, get the umami out of it. Just want to make sure they're not stacked up like some of them are. Basically just want like a one high layer of mushroom. Everyone touching the ground. So this looks good. Right, now, salt, pepper, obvious. Gotta. It's food. You like food, right? No, I'm just not even gonna stir, mix. They're just gonna sit there for a couple of minutes. Stirring occasionally. Soft and brown. So, I doubt there are. Bonus points for having webcams and mics hanging off. Listen, if anyone wants to pay for it, you can. I'd recommend reaching out to either Ramika or Draco Kiro to do it. They've handled most of my art, and I know that Celeste or Stray is tied up. By the way, modern fridges are super cool, but at the same time, the way their drawers fit in is so dumb. Like, oh my god. So, starting to smell good. It smells meaty, even though it is mushrooms. So, we'll give these a gentle stir. And by stir, I'm just gonna honestly flip them. And we're still cruising at medium heat. I just want to see some browning and a little bit of like withering. Mushrooms are very, very moist, even though they're fungus, okay? They contain and hold a lot of water. And we just want to get a good bit of that out, because what that's going to do is that's going to really kind of concentrate that earthy, meaty, mushroomy, umami type flavor that you're looking for out of mushrooms. I also didn't buy time. I don't know. I don't need time. I'm gonna actually cut some of the stalk down a little bit and toss that in there too. Yeah, so the goal was to be basically done with the cooking stream by this point, since I am incapable of checking how many Chrome tabs I have open. That's not happening. Just kind of checking out our light solutions here. Not really necessary. To be honest, it's just, okay, let's be real, I don't need any more spices, okay? If anyone thinks they're gonna be, like, super cool, like, oh, what do we get Kios? Like, the answer is not spicy, okay? Like, I don't know if, you know what, let's just do it this way. Okay, so we're gonna take a journey with this camera, okay? If you think, oh, does Kio need spices? No, I do not need spices, okay? Does it look like I fucking need spices? No? No? That whole cart over there? Do you think I need spices? No. No! Unless it's something like super exotic that I don't have. Alright? But like, I'm one of those people, like, if I want it or plan on using it, I'll just fucking buy it. Layout is super nice. Okay, so we're starting to see some browning. I just want to see like a little bit more. And because this is a risotto, no, dude, I have, listen. Two adobo. Listen, fucking Tums. Not these Tums, but also the antacid. Yes, it was wires. Okay, cool. So these mushrooms are done. I'm gonna just lower that for now because we're gonna really dice up an onion, all nice like, and that is gonna go in there, cook itself down, and then we will add the risotto. Smells good. I'm actually really not like a mushroom fan, believe it or not. Unless it's like a mushroom Swiss burger. Don't ask me why it's very specifically that, but like that's kind of my jam. Okay, cool. So, mushrooms out of the way. Get ourselves an onion here. And I'm just gonna dice this shit nice and fine. I mean, fine. I basically want this onion under like fucking heat to just melt. But Cinder, it's also good to see you, brother. Hopefully you are excited for Canada tomorrow. Should be a cool race, right? Alright, so let's talk about onions. I'll give you the old diceroo. I'm just gonna quarter this so it's easier to work with. Alright, gonna go in the backside twice. And you're gonna work your way through. Not like that. This is also tougher because I took the core out already. Because it was starting to regrow a little bit. Okay. And then when you come around through this, this isn't like the correct way to do it, but just with the way I had to cut it, this is the easiest. We have very nice, small, not beurre noir, but you know, these are diced. These are diced very nicely. They'll break apart. They'll cook quickly and evenly. And when you're at that level of fineness, they'll start to like melt down as you cook them. Like they just will lose their structural integrity and just kind of melt into the dish. I have to check on chat just a minute here. Knife stuck in the bracelet. I don't know if I'll need a whole onion, to be honest. One medium yellow onion. Okay. I stand corrected. Hey, what up, Sharky? Yes, there's a race in Canada tomorrow, Fantar. A Formula One race. With George Russell taking the pole. Don't worry, you have one Canadian driver. He's a fucking piece of shit. So anyway, any Lance Stroll fans in the chat? If you're a Lance Stroll fan, you fucking leave. So do us all a favor. Just leave. So, that is some very nicely diced onion. Very quick. Nice little uniform bitty boos. Excellent. So, make sure I didn't drop any on the floor because onions are really fucking bad for cats. Are. And we're going to return this to medium heat. Get a nice sizzle there. I'm going to add more oil. So just squish. And these are also going to get the salt and pepper treatment. It's probably a little bit too much. Alright, I'm going to actually try one of these mushrooms. Yeah, they're cooked through. They got a nice meaty flavor. These, I definitely want to get oil on every little bit that I can. I want these things to basically go translucent, and I also want them to like really kind of break down, you know? Yeah, that mushroom is great. Okay. Got this bad boy. We're back with the simple days of hanging a webcam. Oh, I'm Lucy. Send risotto? Okay, you can come get it. I mean, the house is open to pretty much anyone that makes their way out here, as long as you're not fucking weird. Okay, cool. So that's got a nice light layer. And Bubba, how much garlic? Schmedium? Okay. Okay, you know what I mean though, Fanstar. Like, there's a difference between haha funny weird and like, I want to like lick your feet, try and do illegal things to you, or like, you know, wear your skin like a jacket. You know what? Yeah, let's go with the. Let's do two. We'll do two. Back over to the cutting board. Perfect. It blew right open. Love fresher garlic that I can just crush. And then this is just going to get finely diced up, slid right in. And we're basically just going to cook this another like 8 minutes or so. If you really want, you could use like a... My mom actually got me one. It's really cute. They make like, you know what? Yeah. You know, I'll dice part of this and then I'll show you the thing my mom got. So I don't know if I've shown it on stream because it's fucking hilarious. Okay. So. Let's get this garlic in here. Okay. So my mom, I think it was for Christmas, got me a wonderful, basically a garlic grinder. I don't know what to fucking call it. It's not the most efficient thing because garlic is sticky and it sticks in there, but it's a little vampire. You put your garlic cloves in it, and it just shreds it up real nice. The issue is getting it all out. Now, garlic. Garlic is something you do not want to burn, okay? You want to get it nice and sweaty, translucent, a little bit cooked through. Generally, you don't want to burn garlic. You know, unless you're doing something where it's very specifically calls for it, like garlic crisps. But like, if you burn garlic, you have destroyed the whole dish, unfortunately. You pretty much have to start over. Because it is just such a visceral flavor. One and a half cups. Okay. so these are starting to get translucent, which is what I want them to be. Alright, garlic's starting to get a little fragrant. Just starting to brown. So now I'm going to take the rice. We're going to measure out a cup and a half of this. And even if it looks clean, you're going to wash your rice because you're not a filthy degenerate, right, chat? Rinse it. It's going to go in. Yeah, those are soft and starting to get gold. That's what I want to see. Just like I want to see all this ucky white shenanigans coming off of this rice. Minx, it's good to see you though. Just trying to see, is there anyone else I forgot to say hello to so far while I was troubleshooting my own brain not working properly? Yuriko, good to see you. Will you be joining us for golf tonight? Alright. Okay, so we're going to let this cook for about a minute. Get to know each other a little bit. Let me see if I have anything. Let me see if I have any sentence enhancers. I mean flavor enhancers that can kind of help us along this journey. You know what? I do have something in honor of Pride Month. I have probably the best thing I can give y'all. Let me just, alright, if you're under the age of 18, please leave, because I think we need to have just a little bit, just something to give it a little bit of flair. Not much, but this will definitely help with that kind of chicken seasoning-esque, but not going to overpower it. If you can't find cock-flavored seasoning, go to your local Hispanic market, your bodega, or, you know, just flash your goods out on the corner. Someone will be with you shortly. Yo, what's up, Racco? This one is cock out! No, just my cock-flavored seasoning. I do not have any wine because I don't fucking drink. So yeah, I think what we're gonna do is just move on to our friends. Chicken broth. Rocco, it's good to see you, brother. How are you tonight? We're gonna do this 3/4 of a cup at a time, according to what this says on the old instructions. Oddly specific. Hey, the dishwasher's done and singing the Samsung song. Alright, so what we're going to do is just kind of let this do its thing. Once it starts looking dry, we're going to add some more. And we're just going to kind of repeat that cycle. Nice, dude. Lucia 2 is fucking rough. Congrats on finishing them. Do you like our new kitchen? It's wonderful, isn't it? I mean, you can put it on your wiener, I guess. Alright. Cheese. What you need with your cheese is some pecorinas Romano. Not to be confused with Ray Romano. But speaking of Ray Romano, we do have some fun guy here. I'm not saying he's a fun guy, I'm saying he's a fucking parasitic toxin. This cheese is for me. Alright, so I'm gonna start grating this. Gonna keep grating this. But this looks mostly absorbed. Another 3/4 cup going in. I haven't figured out a good way to have a camera mounted here without it getting absolutely just fucking massacred, you know? Yeah, we're making some chicken mushroom risotto tonight. I'm not actually putting chicken in this. I didn't want to overcomplicate it. But what we are doing is using chicken broth instead of like a vegetable broth. So it should be good enough, you know? Also, I spent way too much fucking money this week. Legitimately. Moving into a house and like having to fix things randomly or being like, you know what, we need this is, you know, that expenditure, that expenditure hits real fucking quick. Life be like, you can have top ramen for dinner as a treat, like every night for the rest of your life. What we might do while we're finishing this up is, I know Youngblood should have been here, but Youngblood was talking to me. He's like, man, I want to save up. Like, I got my budget planned. You know, I want to buy a house. And I was like, nah, I respect that. You know, don't jump into it just because I'm doing it. But he showed me like his little spreadsheet of his monthly expenses. And I was looking at it, I was like, hey, this is all respectable. Why are you spending $500 in groceries? And let me tell you, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Easiest way to save money on groceries, buy in bulk. Get yourself a vacuum. So what I'm going to do is, as we're wrapping up tonight, we picked up some beef that was at a pretty fair price. And I'm just going to show y'all how we do it and portion it out. Yeah, super simple too. Oh, chicken thighs are great. I fucking love chicken thighs. So what's wild here in the city is chicken thighs are more expensive than chicken breasts. But that's okay. We're working on like how we want to do our plans. I fit into a tube because I just bought a size smaller. To be honest, it's not like I have anything up front to hold them up, but like I have that very kind of hourglass shape that is not very masculine. Happy Pride. Yeah, dude, I love chicken thighs. Yeah, batch cooking, like buying in bulk helps with batch cooking. Like I don't meal prep, but no, cooking big doesn't bother me. But like, I was showing Youngblood. So, I bought this today at Giant, and it's 80/20 ground beef, and it's still a little bit pricey, but bear in mind we live in the city now. I got it for $3.99 a pound. Okay, it's not a bad deal. If you want to get an individual pound of 80/20, it's $4.99 a pound. If you want to get a pound of burgers pre-formed, $6.99. Chicken is the worst though. Individual wrapped like 1 pound chicken breast, $6.99. You want to get 5 pounds of chicken breast at once, $2.19 a pound. Like you're actively getting fucked out of $4 a pound just because you can't. You know what that symbol means? Because you can't can't buy it in bulk properly or save it. Yeah, so with beef in the U.S., especially ground beef, mainly due to things that happened many years ago that are disgusting and topics of the book. Um, yeah, so lean for you is probably like 90/10 or 85/15. Um, Generally, there's like 4 or 5 grades of ground beef. The most common two you'll see is 80/20 and 90/10. Some places will also do like a 93/7 for like an extra lean beef. I don't really recommend it for much because it ends up being dry. It has like the same consistency and taste of like turkey. There are if you're looking for like making the sloppiest burgers you've ever had, occasionally you can find 70/30. It's not very common. And I have seen on occasion like 75/25 and 85/50. If you go to an actual butcher, you can probably have them like custom make something for you, as long as it's not like, yeah, can I get 92 and a half, 70? 92 and a half and 7.5. You want 90/10? Yep, yep. That's one of our bargain stores has that, and I think that's how I'm gonna buy it. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to go back to Wegmans, back where we used to live, to get the best chicken prices because they're pretty pricey down here. But we haven't had a chance to check out all the spots yet. This is almost absorbed, but it is starting to get creamy, and I like that. Sorry this is running late. My dumbass didn't check how many Chrome windows I had open. Or regular. Okay, so next one I think is going to be the final 3/4 of a cup. And with that, we'll put the mushrooms back in and the cheese and just let it do its thing for a little bit. Yeah, no, I've been digging the shit out of this kitchen. Like, I've been waiting for a nice kitchen since I moved out, so we're talking about 19 years old, 30, gonna be 34 in 2 months. 15 years to have an actual, like, kitchen that I can really fucking rock out in. I'm surprised Trad's not here. Someone ping Trad. Trad would love this place. Mini banana walnut. That'll be great. Sounds like I'm gonna have to make banana bread tomorrow. I think so, Sharky. I think so. It's gonna be fucking easy, but nothing like this, really. Old man cute. Tell you a story. Right, I can make that noise. I am at home. Get off my lawn. Oi, Butters, you almost ready for dinner? Let it out post. Anyway. It is what it is. You know what? I'm not worried about it. The smart move is we're just going to save up money, and as interest rates go down, we'll just refinance. It's not a big deal. Unfortunately, I will need some of you to help me clip the cooking streams for the future, due to the fact that I have to run all the way upstairs, and that's just not going to happen in Brian. Yeah, this is going to be tough. It is, in fact, a Femboi Hooters hat. I have my Femboi Hooters mug, but I left it up on my desk. Alright. I did grab some extra chicken stock just in case, because I did not add any white wine to this, but I'm going to take our mushroom buddies here, and we're going to put about 2/3 of them back in. Also, take a very large clump of this cheese. This is also going to go in here. Okay? Also blob full of cheese in there. Yo! What up, Alex? How are you, brother? Good to see you. Hope you had a tremendous
crap.
time.
I forgot to stop at 69.
Hey, I still
no
didn't set up Deep Rock Galactic. But big ups for the support, brother. Hey, if you're hungry, swing through. You got some mushroom risotto going. See ya. We're doing some golf after this. And then I have to put away my spief. Okay, so I will tell you this isn't as creamy as I want it yet. Kind of want this like oatmeal. Very kind of fluid? I don't know the correct word for it. For me, I also, for some reason, whenever I think of risotto, I always confuse it a little bit with polenta. So, like, I'm used to, like, that kind of dark yellow color. Oh, let's go, dude. Pulled pork's tremendous. Like, honestly, pulled pork is one of those things that it's so simple, but if you do it right, it's like a goddamn delicacy. I think this needs just a little bit of splash more. There you go, just throw that in. Yeah, dude, pork shoulder's great. The other thing I like about pork shoulder is you could do pulled pork with it. You could bust it down and do carnitas with it, and I'm such a sucker for carnitas. I'm pretty sure I actually still have carnitas that I made at the old place, vacuum sealed here. There we go. We're starting to get the right texture and color here. Almost there. There's just like a few pieces of this that need some help yet. Take the last kind of chunks of this, put it in there, just to keep them up so it's not fucking full of mushrooms on the top. But we're basically done. Alright, bubs. Ruining my fucking top. Oh, it's a great problem to have. That doesn't need to cook anymore. can just grab this and flip it. Now we're over here. Ugh. Jacques Villeneuve's a big bad. To be honest, like it's honestly just a shame. I've lost all of my good correct size spoons. Ha, Bubberish, will you be joining me on camera for some dinner or no? Okay, that's fine. That is like really fucking good though. How much? Medium? Okay. Would you like extra mushrooms on top or some extra cheese? Okay. Spoon or fork? Okay. I'm trying to be accommodating. More cheese? Say when. Redesigning your room? Okay. That's fine. I can do it once I transfer over while we wait for this. Would you like me to bring this to you? Yeah. I'm quite relaxed. Ugh. Right? I love this kitchen. Well, I can now bring this over. And I didn't make a darn mess. Yo, have a great night, Chuckles. I appreciate it. But yeah, this is really good. I generally, I don't know, when was the last time you had a risotto, Bubba? Yeah, it's been a long time. Yeah. I'm not going upstairs to fix that. I'll just... There, is that better? Yeah, the mic did shift. It's really good. I think I hit the texture for this, like, perfectly. For not having made risotto in, I don't know, a decade. Maybe more. But yeah, I can definitely see why this would be much easier in an instant pot, for sure. Because this is like the kind of stuff instant pots are made for, you know? Yeah, it's definitely been a while, Alex. So good though. I will say, dicing the onions very finely is absolutely amazing. You can taste them. They're very, very present. There's a whole mushroom. There's a whole mushroom. You know, a whole medium onion in here, but can't really like feel it when you bite through it. know if I make chili, still eat it. How is it? Very good. Very good. It's the right texture, right consistency. I'm not a huge mushroom fan, but it works very well. The earthiness of it with the pecorino romano, just a very kind of earthy, nutty flavor, works really well together. But risotto is interesting because al dente is not really a term that you use outside of pasta, but you definitely want to still have some texture in this rice. Otherwise, you end up with something like congee, which is actually very similar to this. I know, Fantar, I know you know what congee is. I think Alec does as well. But for those of you that don't know, congee is great. It's one of the best breakfast foods in my humble opinion. Yeah, what up, Eisen? Ready to golf in a couple of minutes? Congee is great. Yeah, okay, Lemmy, you know what congee is too. Yeah. Congee is great. For those that don't know, it's basically just like broken rice. And then you just overcook the shit out of it basically until it's like kind of almost like a risotto. But it just doesn't have the same like mouthfeel. Oh, bittersweet. Ooh. But it's like one of those things, like you have any leftover vegetables, it goes in there, like it's fry up some green onions and ginger and an egg. And the pro tip is to make chicken broth, just like this. Oh, it is, well, I don't condone it. It's a great hangover cure, but it's honestly just a great breakfast. Like, it's filling without being like the American, like, I had 7 pancakes, I'm going to die now. Would you like any more, Bubba's? Yeah, no, very simple. Not something I make every day because it takes like 30 minutes, but very delicious. If you're still hungry, I have this lemmy. You can just eat protein powder, like by the spoonful. Don't fucking. If you've ever tried to just like eat spoonfuls of whey protein powder, it sticks to your mouth worse than peanut butter. It's awful. Don't. But yeah, I mean, if you want to spice this up, I know Killjoy was in earlier, and we were talking about chicken thighs. You could definitely, you could definitely just slice up some chicken thighs really thin, get them in there. Hell, if you want to, pan fry them, just to get like a little crisp on them. Great contrast for the kind of smoothie or smoother, creamier mouthfeel of the risotto. here. I'll put that away. We'll package up the ground beef, and then we'll place it all. Yeah. Yeah. That was very good. And hey, look, you can still operate in the house even while I'm cooking. True. All right. Any questions on the prep of the risotto? Yeah, it's very straightforward. Whew. All right. Cool deal. Okay, let's get some beef out, and I will work on portioning that. Move this the hell out of the way. So, handy dandy vacuum sealer. Did I put you? I did put you out because I knew you'd be so important. This is what allows us to eat food. Also, having power outlets on this island is amazing. Alright, so show you all my meat. How's the risotto? Tremendous. You want some? Still got a good bit. Risotto, by the way, if you make it in large batches like this, it does have the tendency to dry out, just like kind of anything in the fridge. Just add a little bit of broth to it when you heat it back up. Give it a stir. Excellent. Did you, by chance, bring the scissors? Shit. I might. What do I need scissors for? I am packaging up this beef, and then I'm gonna seal up the chiz. Plastic, yeah. Okay, thanks, Bubba's. I'm sorry. Shelby has lost her knitting scissors somewhere along the way. They're somewhere in the house, but okay. So we're looking for burgers. When I'm out and about, I love a big, fucking fat, juicy burger. When I'm at home, that's a pain in the ass. Big fan of smash burgers. So, I'm gonna get ourselves enough for probably 2 burgers here. That's gonna go in there. This bag is already sealed at the bottom because this was like an extra one. Thank you, Bubba. Yes, she may. Yeah, there should be one on the top of the 3D printer. That's for the caliper. Do you know what size it is? Because they come in about 27 different sizes. Yeah, check the one for the caliper. If not, we'll have to order some coin batteries in. Here, cute. I know, that's why it looks cute. Yeah, I plan on not leaving anything out, yeah. There we go. Please. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's the best way to do it, Cinder. In all honesty, like, that is such the way to do it. Alright. Yes, you may. Yeah, I don't know where all the normal size spoons went. All we have is fucking excavators and backhoes. Did you? Yeah, all we have is the big boys. We don't have like the good ones. You know what? You're right. Yeah. All right. Do you want another burger, and then I can do. I made one burger. Yeah, we could even do two. I could stretch for two barbecues here. Drop my scissors. Ugh. But nah, legitimately, like, unfortunately, with how expensive fucking groceries are these days, like, this is really, like, I don't know how. I don't know, how do I put this without sounding like an offensive jerk? I don't know how people can afford to, like, because we used to saw it where we lived. We were surrounded by people that, like, make stupid, and I mean, like, we all joke about stupid money, and, like, we all have that one friend that makes six figures, and, like, they're doing okay for themselves, but, like, the people we lived around make stupid fucking money, like, fucking generational wealth levels of money. And, like, it is incredible to watch them buy, like, 6 or 7 packs of individually wrapped chicken breasts at, like, $7 a piece when they could literally spend 15 and get it in a family pack. And just, like, it doesn't affect them. Like, it's so mind-blowing to me. Like, to just be that, I guess, you know, that it's not a concern. It's about the size of one burger. Size of about another burger. So I thought didn't seal all the way. Just a little bit juicy on the beef. Yeah. Always inspect your seal. This one didn't vacuum seal 100%, but that's alright. We'll do that one first. Freeze Pops, welcome to the city. groceries are kind of high is like a bit underselling it. Gloomy, that's like saying like, yeah, meth isn't good for you. Like you can have a little meth, like as a treat. Yeah, it's like saying Snoop Dogg smokes a little bit of weed. Like only a little bit, only like for special occasions. Snoop Dogg can have a little weed as a treat. Ah. Alright. Last one. Then we're done. You woke up sweating? I don't think that's how it works. Listen. Disregard calories, acquire mass. Just exists in a constant cycle. Oh hey, they're airing the Stanley Cup final with an ASL interpreter. Two of them actually. That's neat. Very cool. Oh. Grab them. The cheese. Yeah, look. You have missed the cooking, but it was good. See, that's the thing, like, Halo Top doesn't do that to me for whatever reason, but, like, I'm the closest thing to, like, a garbage can that ever existed, so. Oh, apparently it has the same stuff in it that, gives you shits, like, sugar bear. Maybe? I don't know. Yeah. I mean, there's no such thing as lactose intolerance. Yeah, but like, that's the thing. It's not stopping, you know? Ah! Alright. Yeah. I mean, I haven't seen you have a bad reaction to my milk. Air horn. True. True. You're right. However, oh nice, thanks. Well, you know what? Yeah, we have 2 bathrooms. We don't have 2 bidets though, so you're just thinking of the main one. Oh, get rid of it. Unfortunate. Yeah, that's probably because you were really warm. Oh, damn. So you're spending the entire day at the movie theater, is what you're telling me. Okay. Let's hustle this up so we can get to community night. I don't want to start Nightingale too late. But my apologies for being an idiot. Every delay tonight was literally my fault. Alright. Also, we have a dishwasher now, and it's not just me and a maid's out there. If there was a competition for selecting the right size Tupperware for the amount of leftovers you have, I would probably be in the top 10 in the world. Just saying. Windows 11 can lick my butt. Alright, are we hanging your shelf now? Bubbers. Are we hanging your shelf tonight now? Yeah, I can do that quick while everyone gets in and gets ready for roll. I love that I can just throw this in the dishwasher and not have to sit here like an asshole and fucking scrub a goddamn cheese grater. Whoever invented the dishwasher, I love you. You're like, I don't care what you did beyond that. Like, I don't. It could have been the most evil and disgusting act of all time. I'd still probably respect you. Okay. All right, last call on questions before I shut this shit down. Alright, stovetop is clean. But alright, I'm going to hit the button upstairs and we're going to start breaking down. This should be a real quick breakdown. All right, friendos. Whew. Well, we did it. And I appreciate you all supporting the stream and just continuing to be awesome. I just turned off my mic. And I will start breaking down downstairs. But yeah. A great cooking stream. We'll give you the usual rundown again. Discord, if you want to hang out with us, play games like right now, and get your votes in for the next cooking stream. Let's have some fun with it. There's the YouTube. If you missed it, want to catch up on it, feel free to check it out. If you're a tea drinker like me, feel free to check out our blends we put together with our friends over at Adagio. Proceeds benefiting the Trevor Project. There we go. Check out Shelby's Etsy. She's very talented and also has some lovely things for Pride that Also benefit the Trevor Project. You want to support the stream that little bit extra? By all means, check out the Throne wish list. There's still a bunch of shit we realistically need for the house. Get yourself some cooking votes in exchange for it. But yeah, we'll wrap it here. I'm gonna start breaking some shit down, and y'all can get ready for some golf.